Welcome back, YouTube. It's COZUNON, and I'm back again with another pickup video. And this is the pickup video for the last 2 months, and that's because at the end of December and the beginning of January, I got the flu, and it just kicked my ass and it floored me. So finally, when I got over it, it was already like halfway through January, and I was like, it's kind of late for my monthly pickup video, so I'll hold it off until my next one. So this is actually the pickup video for December and January. Sorry about the lateness, but I did everything I could not to get sick. I took all these vitamins, I took all these drinks full of vitamin C, D, B, magnesium, all this shit, and I still got sick like a motherfucker. So let's just jump into this, because this is a huge pickup list. I think it's like 30 or 31 games for December, and then another 20 for January. So it's huge. I'll start right here with my strategy guides. My strategy guide, I should say, not plural. But it's Hitman Absolution. I didn't realize they made a special edition guide for Hitman Absolution until after I beat the game, which is fine because I don't like to use these anyway. So once I found it, I picked it up. I'll start with this because I have an interesting story about where I bought these. This I bought for the Super Nintendo. I bought the Jungle Book, and I paid $4 for this one. And I picked up the Wizards and Warriors for $5. A little bit more than I wanted to pay for Wizards and Warriors. Don't really remember a lot about this game. The one I really loved on Wizards and Warriors is number 3. I played the shit out of that when I was growing up. But, so like I said, Wizards and Warriors was $5. Jungle Book was $3. And they had Toy Story there for the Sega Genesis. It was just the card, so it didn't have the book, it didn't have the case, just the card. And they were asking $10 for this. I really didn't get that price point too much. You know, $10 for just the card. Toy Story is not the stellar game. It's not bad by any means, but it's not super stellar. It's not rare, and it had label damage. So I didn't pick it up because of all that. I thought it was way too much. But then I kept walking, and I went to the DS section, and I found Final Fantasy III for only $2. And I'm like, how do they have Wizards and Warriors for $5? The Jungle Book for $4. Toy Story for $10. And then Final Fantasy III for the DS for $2. I didn't get it. I don't know who's working on their prices, but thanks for the cheap game, guys. This is a game I've been looking at to my collection for a while, but everywhere I go it seems like they were sold out of it, and that's Kingdom Hearts 358/2 Days. So I ordered it online finally, just to add it to my collection. I've been looking at it for a long time. And this game I thought was... These next two games, I'll just go with these next two, because I thought these were both in my collection, but I was mistaken. And that's Kingdom Hearts Recoded. I thought it was in my collection, but it's not, so I had to go back out and buy it. And Dragon Quest, I'm going to say 5, I have 5. This is Dragon Quest 6, Realms of Revelation. Yeah, Realms of Revelation. And I thought this was in my big pickup video, and then when I went back into my collection, it wasn't there, so I watched the video, and it wasn't in there. There's like all the other ones, but not that one. The Legend of Cage 2. Again, this one was at the same pawn store where I picked up Final Fantasy 3, and again, this was only $2 as well. So Final Fantasy $2, and then Legend of Cage 2 for $2. This one looks like it has some sun damage or to the cover, so it might have been sitting in someone's display window, not the pawn store, because they don't have video games sitting in their display window. They don't really have a display window, but for $2, I'm not going to complain. Prince of Persia: The Fallen King. We're going to try to speed through these. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon: Explorers in Time. Found it for $11 at GameStop. The Legendary Starfy. Found it for $10 brand new. I thought this was like almost like a take on Rise Star for whatever reason. I don't know why. But I was mistaken, obviously. But for $10, I'm not too upset. WarioWare Do It Yourself. Picked this up for $5 pre-owned. And the last game for my DS was actually The World Ends With You. And I've heard nothing but great things from this game, and I've always wanted to try it out. But it's by Square Enix, so we'll have to see. One Game Boy Advance game these last 2 months, and that's Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Now, I do own this game, but I found this cheap online with the box and the manual. So I didn't have the box nor the manual, so I felt it was a fair price that I paid for it. On the PS Vita, everybody knows, if you watch my channel, that I bought a PS Vita really cheap. I picked it up for $100 and it came with 3 games. Mortal Kombat, Gravity Rush, and Uncharted. And for the longest time, those were the only 3 games I had for it. And I've been looking to add more games to it, and finally I added 2 more games December. And that's Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation and Ragnarok Odyssey. I love Ragnarok on the DS. I'm still looking for Tactics. I don't know if it's just a straight download or not, but I haven't been able to find it, but I really haven't looked for it too hard, though, to be honest with you. But I haven't played this game yet, but I can't wait. Keeping up with the handhelds, Untold Legends for the PSP. Actually, this was at that same pawn store, and again, $2. Gungnir. This is another game that I thought was in my collection, but when I went back, I realized it wasn't. That's Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Renoku 2, Stairway to Heaven. This game got slammed, but I found it for like $8, so I picked it up. It was brand new. Pixel Junk Monsters Deluxe. Found this pre-owned for $5. And these last 5 was actually in it was actually a lot off of eBay, and I've been looking to pick up the last game. I'll say the one I picked a lot up for last. The first one is The Third Birthday. I already do own this one. I bought it on opening day for the full $40, which I should have just waited, and because the game's not that great. Didn't really get good reviews either, but I bought it before the reviews started coming out. But I'm not mad that I bought it, and I'm not mad that I have a second one. SNK Arcade Classics Volume 1. Now, I do own this for the... and it's coming out. Felt a little loose. I do own this for the PS2, but, you know, I'm not going to complain about owning it for the PSP. You know, I have, like, Samurai Showdown everywhere I go. Fucking awesome. Blade Dancer, Lineage of Light. And I thought this was just a regular Gradius game, but it's actually Gradius Collection. So it's got Gradius 1, 2, 3, 4, and Gradius Gaiden on here. And I just thought, once I realized what it was, I was like astounded. I love the Gradius collection. I love Gradius 1 and number 3. I haven't played 2 or 4 or even Gaiden or however you want to say it. But once I found out that I had like these 5 games on there, I was like, it made that lot even more better. And this is the reason why I bought the lot, was Ys the Ark of Nepotism. I hope I'm saying that right, but I'm probably fucking it up. But this whole lot was $22. So, and the Ys game by itself usually averages about $20 if you buy it online. So, $22. I've got, you know, the Ys game. So I spent basically like $2 on 4 games. 1 game two games I kind of own, 2 games I didn't, and another game I'm really astounded to fucking own. It's awesome. Now, this is the last of my pickups of December, actually. What I try to do on December, I told myself for every 1 console game, I need at least 2 handheld games, because I really wanted to pick up my handheld collection, and I far exceeded that. So this is what I picked up for the consoles, and I had 1 PS2 game, and that's Maximo versus the Army of Zen. It is a greatest hits, but I found it $5, and it looks like a really fun platformer, so I decided to check it out. Doom 3. This one, it came down to Doom 3 or Halo 4. Halo 4, when I went to the store, was on sale at the time for $40, and that's how much this one was $40. And the deciding factor was they only had like 2 Dooms there, and they had a bunch of Halo 4s, and I'm like, you know what, I'll wait till Halo 4 drops a little bit in price, and I'll pick up Doom 3, because it's Doom 3, it's remastered, it's got 1 extra level, and it has Doom 1 and 2 on there. So I went through, beat Doom 1, I'm halfway through Doom 2, and I kind of stopped playing it, and then I'm going to jump into Doom 3. Lollipop Chainsaw. I actually just beat this game, and it was actually, I wasn't sure if I liked it at first, but then I ended up liking it. It can get repetitive, but it doesn't. And they keep a bunch of different kind of mini games in there, and just enough side quests, and they have a fairly good amount of humor in there too. So it's not a long game by any means. To stop it from getting repetitive, I decided to do like a level a day, and it took me like 5 days to beat it, I think it was. Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. Wow. I beat this game too, and this game is fucking awesome. I loved it. It's an open world, and I played it, and I beat it 100%. I got 100% complete on it. I'm missing 2 achievements. One is use all the Lego kits, and the other one is play co-op. One complete level in co-op. So, and that's it. Otherwise, I've unlocked everything else. So, but this game is super fun. I didn't really get it at first, because it's been a while since I played Lego Batman, the first one. But after I started getting the controls down and how to work everything, I couldn't put it down. It was awesome. Trails, Limbo, and Splosion Man. Brand new, I found it for $10, and I've always wanted to try Limbo. Limbo has been one of those games where I've always looked to download it, but I've always stopped myself at the last minute. And for $10, fuck it, I'll pick it up. And The Reckoning. I decided to pick this up, brand new, for $15. And I figured, you know, it didn't sell that well. The company folded, so I'm going to pick up my copy. And that's my pickups for December. This is the pickups for January. So I'm going to start right here. I didn't give myself like any kind of a, you know, for every one console game I have to get 2 handheld games. So nothing like that. But I picked up Dragon Ball Origin for the DS. And I didn't know this game was out for the DS. And I was out and about and I seen it used. And it was like, it was $15. I'm like, fuck it. I've never even seen this game before. So I'm going to pick it up. And then right here, I've got these are 5 Game Boy games, 1 Game Boy Color. I'm going to start with this one first. This is WWF King of the Ring. And I made the cover myself. Put it in one of these cases. And then I cut the fuck out of it so I can put the Game Boy game in here. And this one actually came with the manual. And I spent $8 on this online, including shipping. It was like $8.47 or $8 something, including shipping. So, but I love WWF. I'm looking to get all the... I have all the WWF games for the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo, and I've got a lot of the other wrestling games for the Super Nintendo and Nintendo. I'm only missing like 1 or 2, so I decided to start picking up my my wrestling games for my Game Boy. And these next ones all came in one lot, and that's Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle. I ended up spending $7 on this lot. F1 Race, Game & Watch Gallery, and for the Game Boy Color game, it was Tetris DX. And the reason I wanted to get this lot was so I can get Star Wars for the Game Boy. Like I said, spent $7 for all of these games. These all came off of an eBay lot on a Buy Me Now. So picked it up, love it. It's awesome. This is a lot off of eBay right here too. The starting bid was 99 cents, and the shipping was $4. So I got this for $5 because no one else bid on it, and it came with it's actually a boxed Nintendo cleaning cart. And it's complete. It has all the cleaning components still inside the cart. Fucking awesome. So for $5, and it's boxed, and the box looks like a little. It's not perfect condition, obviously. A little wear and tear on the corners up here, mainly right here. But it looks prestige. So I'm glad I got it. And it came with these manuals: Ken Griffey Jr. Major League Baseball, World League Soccer, NBA Jam. So I do have NBA Jam, but it's for the Sega, so this doesn't really help me out. And Doomsday Warrior. And I'll check this game out. This game is actually really cheap, but it looks like it's a lot of fun, so I'm going to pick that game up eventually. And then these are the last of my pickups for for January. I'm going to go with these because I found these in the thrift store I always go to. And that's these are all original Xbox titles. Splashdown, 007 Agent Under Fire. This was actually brand new. I opened it. I don't know why, but I did. I love opening my games and looking at the manuals. Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, Enter the Matrix, and this one was $1 also. I'm sorry, this one was brand new also. I just let the cat out of the bag. All these games I paid $1 for. And Sega GT 2002 and Jet Set Radio Future. I usually don't like to get these 2-in-1 carts. I don't like having those. I'd rather have each individual game by itself, but for $1 I'm not going to complain. So each one of these games cost me $1. They had a Halo there, but I have like 2 copies of Halo, so I didn't pick it up. And they had Emergency State there for the PS2, and it was a red label, and I already own that in a red label, so it wasn't the black label, so I didn't pick it up. And they also had Outlaw Golf. I should have picked Outlaw Golf up because I don't own it. It's only $1, but I didn't. All right. I had 2 separate trips to GameStop this last month in January, and the PS2 titles were buy 2 get 1 free. So each time I bought 3 PS2 titles because of that, and then one 360 title. And for the 360 title, it's The Walking Dead. Awesome fucking game. I love this game. I got episodes 1, 2, and 3. I downloaded them straight off the Xbox Live. I never did pick up 4 and 5 on there. And then then they released the game. I was looking for a special edition, but I couldn't find it. So I settled for this, and I went back and I beat the last 2 episodes. Probably hands down my favorite game of last year. It's an awesome fucking game. I love this game to death. And for the PS2 on this trip, I got Shell Shock Nam 97. I've been looking to get a Vietnam game for a long time now. Tekken Tag Tournament 2. No, just Tekken Tag. Yeah, just Tekken Tag Tournament, and then Destroy All Humans. So, like I said, the PS2 they were buy 2 get 1 free, and so when I went back, it was still the same thing. They had buy 2 PSP get 1 game free, and I picked up 1 360 title, and that's Spider-Man: Edge of Time. I've been looking to pick up this Spider-Man game for a long time now, and it's in my collection, so I'm really stoked. I love the other one, the Shattered Dimensions, I think it was, where you played as the 4 different Spider-Man. I love that game. This one, you're only the 2, but hopefully I like this one too. Titles. I got Sakura Wars, So Long My Love, Resident Evil Outbreak. This is just one of the Resident Evil games that's been eluding me for a long time, so I'm glad it's finally in my collection. Finally, I was able to pick it up. And Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance. I own Metal Gear Solid 2 for the PS2, and I own Substance for Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance on the Xbox. So this is pretty much almost like my 3rd title. But unfortunately, Substance for the Xbox isn't 360 backwards compatible, and the Metal Gear Solid 2 doesn't have all the Substance goodness that comes with Substance, like all the VR missions and all that. So I decided it was only a couple bucks. It was only like, I think like $7. So I was like, you know what, I'll pick it up. And actually, I think I got this one for free anyway, because I think it was the least expensive out of the other 3, but I don't remember which one it was. But anyway, YouTube, that's my pickup video for the last 2 months. This next one is not going to be nowhere near the size of either one of these 2. I think it's going to be like 10 games. I'm 4 right now, and I ordered a couple more off online, and I may pick up a couple more this month towards the later end of the month, but I don't really foresee that happening. So anyway, YouTube, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and if you want, do your own pickup video. You know, make a video response to this one. But anyway, till next time, YouTube, stay up and game on.